Abraham took another wife whose name was Keturah. She bore him Zimran, Jokshan, Medan, Midian, Ishbak, and Shua. Jokshan fathered Sheba and Dedan. The sons of Dedan were Ashram, Letushim, and Lumen. The sons of Midian were Ephah, Epher, Hanok, Abida, and Eldiah. All these were the children of Keturah. Abraham gave all he had to Isaac. We know that Abraham is still operating by faith and within the covenant he has with the Lord. Verse 6. But to the sons of his concubines, Abraham gave gifts, and while he was still living, he sent them away from his son Isaac, eastward to the east country. These are the days of the years of Abraham's life, 175 years. Abraham breathed his last and died in a good old age, an old man and full of years, and was gathered to his people. Isaac and Ishmael, his sons, buried him in the cave of Machpelah, in the field of Ephron, the son of Zohar, the Hittite, and east of Mamre, the field that Abraham purchased from the Hittites. There Abraham was buried with Sarah, his wife. After the death of Abraham, God blessed Isaac, his son, and Isaac settled at Beer-lahai-roi. These are the generations of Ishmael, Abraham's son, whom Hagar the Egyptian, Sarah's servant, bore to Abraham. These are the names of the sons of Ishmael, named in the order of their birth. Nebaioth, the firstborn of Ishmael, and Kedar, Edbeel, Mitzam, Mishma, Duma, Massa, Hadad, Tema, Yetor, Nephish, and Kedemah. These are the sons of Ishmael, and these are their names, by their villages and by their encampments, 12 princes according to their tribes. These are the years of the life of Ishmael, 137 years. He breathed his last and died and was gathered to his people. They settled from Havilah to Shur, which is opposite Egypt, in the direction of Assyria. He settled over against all his kinsmen. These are the generations of Isaac, Abraham's son. Abraham fathered Isaac, and Isaac was 40 years old when he took Rebekah, the daughter of Bethuel, the Aramean of Padanaram, the sister of Laban the Aramean, to be his wife. And Isaac prayed to the Lord for his wife because she was barren. There's something special about these women being barren before this greatness is birthed. Oh, wait a minute. All these women who have delivered someone significant in this redemption story were barren. But God wants to do something great and impossible. God's a miracle worker. He wants to work a miracle. And we're always asking for things that we can actually conceive. What God wants to do in and through us is that which we cannot conceive without Him. Oh, there we go. It's not that we can't conceive it without Him. See, as long as we're barren, it'll stay the impossible. And as long as it's the impossible and God brings it forth anyway, it's a miracle. We can't claim it. We can't claim it, and we can't brag about what happened to us. We only can brag about the God that made it happen through us. You understand what I'm saying? These women are barren for a reason. And it doesn't mean that they won't be able to bring forth life or to conceive something great. It just means that it's going to be God who gives it to them. Just as it was then, so it is now. You may not be able to think as big on a level as God, but he has purposed you for something beyond you, beyond your capability. And you don't have to do anything to receive it or to bring it forth, but to surrender to him. That's it. Be a willing vessel, and he will bring greatness through you and I. Let's read that again. Verse 21. And Isaac prayed to the Lord for his wife because she was barren. And the Lord granted his prayer, and Rebekah, his wife, conceived. The children struggled together within her, and she said, if this is thus, why is this happening to me? In other words, she's saying, if this is your will, Lord, why is this happening to me? So she went to inquire of the Lord, and the Lord said to her, 2 nations are in your womb, and 2 peoples from within you shall be divided. The one shall be stronger than the other. The older shall serve the younger. When her days to give birth were completed, behold, there were twins in her womb. The first came out red, all his body like a hairy cloak, so they call his name Esau. Afterward, his brother came out with his hand holding Esau's heel, so his name was called Jacob, meaning he cheats. Isaac was 60 years old when she bore them. When the boys grew up, Esau was a skillful hunter, a man of the field, while Jacob was a quiet man, dwelling in tents. Isaac loved Esau because he ate his game, but Rebekah loved Jacob. Once when Jacob was cooking stew, Esau came in from the field, and he was exhausted. And Esau said to Jacob, let me eat some of your red stew, for I am exhausted. Therefore his name was called Edom, which means red. Jacob said, sell me your birthright now. Esau said, I'm about to die. Of what use is a birthright to me? Jacob said, swear to me now. So he swore to him and sold his birthright to Jacob. Then Jacob gave Esau bread and lentil stew, and he ate and drank and rose and went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright. In the book of Matthew, after Jesus is baptized, chapter 4, verse 1 says, then Jesus was led up by the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted by the devil. And after fasting 40 days and 40 nights, he was hungry. This is how the enemy attacks you. Esau was hungry, and I'm going to add ignorant, because he gave up his birthright for something to eat. When he's a hunter, he could have just made some food for himself. But being hungry or vulnerable or weak, and then making decisions from that particular place that you're in, weak, hungry, vulnerable, for any reason that you may be in a place where you should not make a decision yet. This is how the enemy will attack you. And if he tried Jesus, who are you? Who am I? Okay? It doesn't say that he attacked him or tempted him when he was fasting. It says, and after fasting 40 days and 40 nights, he was hungry. Jesus was hungry. The enemy saw him as vulnerable. This will be a good time to attack him. But then Jesus gave us the answer for what we need to do when we're weak, when we're hungry, when we're vulnerable. And that is verse 4. Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that comes from the mouth of God. And there you have it for chapter 25. I hope you got something from it. And I hope you come back. Thanks for staying as long as you have. And so until next time, you be blessed. And don't you dare forget to be a blessing. That's the point of it all. All right? Love you. Bye.